Over the last 12 months, ISS have introduced national standards of cleaning here at the hospital. This has resulted in the cleaning activity going on for a much longer period over the day. They've also worked hard with the modern matrons to agree the work schedules for each ward area. So each area has its own bespoke cleaning schedule. ISS and the modern matrons now do joint monitoring together and carry out audits together. So all of these audits are now validated by modern matrons. This has resulted in a much better working relationship between the ISS staff and the modern matrons.
Since the introduction of the national standards, I feel that matrons have got more influence and control over the cleaning that happens in our own specific areas and within the organisation. The meetings that we have with ISS and Project Co on a 2-weekly basis are very beneficial. They help us to raise concerns from all parties and resolve the issues and make some action plans as how things are going to move forward. I audit regularly my own specific areas that I've got accountability for with ISS. The audits are ad hoc. The rooms are chosen by the ward staff or the departmental staff, so ISS and myself don't know which area we're going to be taken into. They're judged against the national standards, and the results have been very, very promising. They've been in the 90%, so I think the cleaning's a lot better than it has been. Also, it's given us a chance to identify who cleans what, especially around medical equipment.
The national standards has changed a lot for me because it means a lot of involvement on the wards with the nursing staff, matrons and our own staff. The equipment's a lot more efficient because we've got keys to lock our equipment away. The mops are a lot better. We've got like a two-way system. One side is wet and you mop the floor, and then the other side is dry, which stops a lot of slips. And we do a lot of auditing, checking the wards, checking that everything's okay. We do a lot of auditing with our new system, which is a maximizer, and we put what is good and what is bad in. If it's something that has failed, we correct it.
The key challenges for bringing in national standards were there was a high increase in the expectation of what the standard should be. We had to completely change all the shift patterns, which meant we had to have a substantial recruitment drive. And then in turning that, we had to change all the rosters, redo all the schedules in depth, and then they had to go to the trust to get signed off before we could implement them.
Since the introduction of national standards last year, the infection rates for this hospital have dropped dramatically. I'm convinced that the national standards, the cleaning regime, the schedules, the use of alcohol gel, in combination with lots of other things around restricted visiting, have made a massive impact in reducing our infection control rates. When ISS first introduced national standards, they put on a lot of teaching and training videos for the matrons and everybody else involved in ISS. It gave us a chance to look at the products, the way the equipment was going to be used. The amount of cleaners that we have on the ward has also increased, and also the times that they are there on the ward actually doing the cleaning. There was a lot of discussion around the national standards, and the departmental managers, ward managers and ourselves were involved in drawing up the schedules so that we all know when the cleaning is going to take place and at what times.
Yeah, I think we've built on our relationships with the clients. I have a good relationship with the matrons. It still doesn't stop them being forceful when they need to be, but I feel now that the domestics are part of the working team on the wards, and they are appreciated.
Have regular dialogue with the ISS supervisors. They do walk the ward on a daily basis, and also if I do have a problem, I have got the contact numbers and we do, contact them.
We have regular daily dialogue with the ISS supervisors. They're very accessible.
The cleaning at ward level is greatly improved. We have more cleaners than we used to, and also we have more service throughout the day. Also we have a cleaning standard that we can check that the cleaning's done as required as to the national standards and the hygiene code.
There's a great deal of differences in the cleaning at ward level. There's a greater span of cover of staff. There's more access to staff as well on a daily basis. If we have any problems in department, people are always around to cover and to deal with any problems.
The Vermop system is a brilliant system, and it's been a major asset for us as a tool for cleaning. And ISS are currently the only company in England that are using that system.
The supervisors have a lot to do with the training. We normally show them how to use the Vermop and the equipment. When we feel that they're confident in what they do, then we pair them up with another member of staff so that they're okay and they feel confident in what they're doing. We do training every week with them as well to make sure that they're doing their job correctly. Auditing has changed a lot as well. There's a lot more walkabouts on the wards to make sure that everything is okay. We have a maximiser where we walk around with the matrons to make sure that everything is okay on the wards. If there is anything that they're not happy with, we rectify it immediately after we have our meetings.
The project company does check the work that ISS do. In particular, they validate the cleaning. I attend audits with the ISS management team covering all areas of the hospital. I also attend the Modern Matrons fortnightly formal meeting, after which we always do a tour of a particular area which is led by one of the Modern Matrons. These areas are unannounced prior to the meeting. The other work that I do is to validate their recruitment records, their training records, their equipment maintenance records, all aspects of the service that they're here to provide.